Well, hello, and hopefully some others will join us by Zoom. But I'm going to do this as it will be a I'll go on my YouTube channel. So I'll be recording it. I am recording it right now. So tonight is our simple page kit for number 4. And we done number 3 last month. I showed you number 1 and 2. And also done a extra with other paper on the sketch number or the kit number 3. So I'm going to change my camera, but I guess I should first of all go ahead and tell you that I am Connie Skaggs from Ladson, South Carolina, right outside of Charleston. And hopefully you will enjoy this. If you purchase these kits on my website, then you will get a little gift from me. I will be able to mail it to you no matter where you're at. And so that is if you don't have an advisor. If you have an advisor, please use them and treat them well. If I do go ahead and so just kind of letting you know that if you don't have an advisor and you want to join me, then you can. And if you're thinking about joining as an advisor, then let me know. I see one of our people have joined us. And so, hi, Rebecca, I've already started recording. And so I'm going to go ahead and spotlight myself. And so if you can hopefully stay on to the end, even if you have to just leave Zoom running. So anyway, doesn't matter. That's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to, for some reason, I don't know why I can't do that. I thought I could spotlight myself, but maybe I can't. If there's just 2 on, maybe I'm not able to do that. So, maybe you can pin myself. So maybe we'll do it since there's just 2 of us right now. So I'm going to go ahead and change my camera and then we'll talk about this new kit. So Rebecca, have you done this kit yet? Number 4.
I did it as I just did 1 page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone else at my crop today did only 1 page of this one and 1 page of 3 because they had some pictures of their niece and they only had a few of her dressed up, I guess. She was just in green and everything. So I think that it was just for St. Patrick's Day, a little thing maybe at her school or daycare or something like that for the niece. And then she had a couple of Easter pictures of her. So she done 1 page and the other page, and it looked great. So first thing I want to go ahead and show you, the kit comes and it has got an instruction sheet. It's got a plan, I guess you would say, or a project that would show you how to do it. It tells you the size pictures that you would need. One of the first things I do is whenever I open it up, there's going to be 1 page that we will cut apart. And so on the back of it, it's got it listed 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, however many pieces it is. So let's go ahead and take that out. And there's always one thing of stickers. So, and so there's 2 pages. You see, like this one has got all these numbers on it, and that's where we're going to cut these, where they are, and the numbers will line up with what it says on the instructions. And so when we do that, and and they've got it kind of colored. Well, you just got to remember, we're going to cut these parts from something else or another page or another piece of paper. Our designer paper is 2-sided. So it looks like we've got more than a couple sides. So you've got things that are, just scrap, so to speak, maybe off of some other papers that you've got. And then they've got a long piece and another long piece. And so then when you know what colors will go with what you're doing, you can use this same pattern, the same recipe, so to speak, as a project recipe to redo this same sketch, so to speak, on something else. So, and I don't know that I'll get to that tonight, but I will definitely have one that I'll post. But this is always, there's two sheets. Oh, I can't get those two apart. But so if you don't like this, you would have this blue clouds like, and then it looks like you've got grass. But if you don't want to use this, they've always got an option on the other side, which is just all clouds. So maybe you just wanted to make it a more general one and not an Easter page. And see, these colors still all go with this other side. I think I am going to go ahead though and use these because I do have a few Easter pictures that I'm going to use. So we'll go ahead and cut these apart. So all I've done is I measured these. This is a 4x4, 4x4, 4x4. And then these are 3.5 by 4.5 long. Now we'll take this piece out so that they make the flags that we're going to make them look like banners across the top. And then this is just a 1/2 inch piece off of this other side. So I've got those all marked on my sketch, so I save this and use it later. So now this is where our handy trimmer just comes in the best. And so because it's got all these lines on it, exactly where to cut and all that. And of course, this is one of our special ones as far as the blue trimmer it is. And so crooked there. There, maybe that would be a little better. But we've got a cut line, we've got our mats, and I've showed this before. And so if you want to go back and see one of my videos that has to do all about the trimmer, then you can go and look at that. But we're just going to use our straight trimmer. And what I do is I want to line this black line up because I've got to cut this off. And of course, we've got these little guides here that I want to be sure that I pick them out because I want to make sure that I'm cutting just exactly on that line. So I'll take that one off right now. And then I'm going to go to this next one. I'm cutting on long pieces first. I just prefer to do that. You can do it either way. But when I get over here to this other little skinny piece, I definitely need to have something I can hold on to. So I'm going to make sure that I just go in here and right here, this first little line or this first solid line, that's our 1/2 inch mark. And so I already know that that is a 1/2 inch. And so that's going to line up, and it does right on the line where it should. So I want to take that off. And I'm going to go and I'm doing that again. Lining this up at the 1/2 inch mark. Like I say, I just want to be sure because when you go to cutting, sometimes you might use your pressure a little bit different on the top or bottom. Off a little bit. So there we've got these nice little stripes that we're going to use later. But now I'm going to turn it over because I've got a little tiny bit of that stripe left. So that is just real tiny. But remember what I needed was the 3.5 inch mark. So I'll do that. I think they tell you to cut up when you're doing something that's very small. Sure enough. I've moved that bottom piece, so I wanted to be sure I was getting that off. I'm not sure that I got all of it off, and I didn't. So you know what? We're just going to trim it just a little bit more. And sometimes you just have to figure it out. Are you that way, Rebecca? Sometimes you just have to figure it out.
Yeah. Just trim it a little. It's fine.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect.
Done is better than perfect. Actually, I got a little bit of a edge there. We're just gonna slip that. All right, so now on the back here, I'm gonna go ahead and do this in between. That one. That one. Let's see. Those are gonna be good. And then I need to cut these off too. And you know, like I say, the numbers will tell you where to put them. And so we'll need to have those mats in a little bit. Oh, we've got a little pink showing here. I don't need that. I can tell it's about time to change my mat. That's one thing that you find whenever you know it's not, if it's not cutting really smooth, it may not be your blade, but it's usually the cutting mat. And of course, I'm sitting down, and so I have kind of tendency to put uneven pressure. Let's do this one at the bottom. I don't know. You all see, I'm not very good at this tonight. So, but
Mine did the same thing on that one, so I'm wondering if their lines weren't just slightly off.
okay, well, that's good to know. So, but anyway, these three will be a part of our mats. And by the time you put pictures on them and put them on a page, you don't notice the difference. You really don't. Now, I'm just going to use my scissors and clip these away. So I always go from the center up to, or from the edge point up to the center on something like this, where I'm cutting on this line. So, I mean, we throw this flag over. I don't know that we use it. I don't think we do, but, you know. But we're going ahead and cut these off right now. So what we're doing kind of is prepping our paper. So when we turn all this over and see where we put all these pieces, it'll be pretty much done. So very simple to do these. Usually, I mean, they're just I think they're simple anyway. And they still look good because they still look like a finished product. So, all right. So at that point, I'm finished with the trimmer. So we'll put it away. Finish cutting these three out, these little banner flags. Never would have thought to have done a banner flag this wide. And so, but it fits across the top. So I think it's going to look good. And I was almost late because I forgot to print my Easter pictures. And so here I am in there printing. And I thought, oh, it's time to be in here. I have several that are getting the kits now. And so one was at my crop today. So she put hers together today. Or like I said, a couple of them. So anyway. All right. Let's see what we're supposed to do with all this stuff. Okay. So we've got numbers 4, 5, and 6. Of course, we'll turn those over. And 9, 8, and 7. It looks like they come in about an inch on each side, and it looks like they are not layered. They are just pretty much right up beside each other. Is that correct, Rebecca? Is that how yours looked?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Now, one thing you can do, since we know this is a 4x4, and if you wanted to center this on your mat, say we put your 12x12 paper here, since we know that we're going to do 3, and this is a 4-inch, or is it? That might be the 3.5. 3.5. So it would go from our, do I have my mat upside down? I do. So you can see, if I can do this, anybody can do this. So this is going from 4.25 to 7.75. And so that way then I've got a spot for where I want to place it. And the only thing I want to do, I want to be sure my tips of these are down. So I'm just doing it at the top and then at the bottom for the repo tape. And I want to place this right up next to the top, like that. Now I've got something that I can butt this up against and this one up against, and then we'll have about the same distance on each side. So a little bit on the top. I'll make sure my points are down. And you know something else, when you're doing no, we've got to put that other piece at the top, so I don't worry about that too much. I think it just be straight. I don't know what it is. This is all. That's what happens when I don't stand up when I'm doing something at the top of the page. And so then I've got this, will come over like that. And this one, do it at the top, maybe just a tiny bit tape. Or on the side. And then they've done one of these across the top. So that kind of finishes that edge off. Okay. And so then we would do the same thing on this side. And so this side, I'm just going to kind of lay it out so we'll be able to see. That's how they've got that one. And then we have this piece across here. Gives that a little bit extra finish look, doesn't it? Kind of like that. Okay, and then they've got us doing like one 4x4, and this is your mat. kind of a 4x4 here, like this, and two would be kind of over here. And then they've got where you can put Easter across there, which I am going to do that. And then I did put some pictures, and still ought to get another one, maybe from my daughter. So that one, and they put a 4x. We went out to dinner afterwards. So I'm not sure that I'm going to use that one there because I really like this one, which is outside of the restaurant. So not sure how I'll use that one. And then I had one of us at Easter. Oh, this was my omelet I got that day. And then I know that Matt and Rachel took a picture of them at the church. So this was at the church this week, and then we went out for brunch, but we had to go 3 different places before we found some place that was open. Because the places that we thought would be open that never closed were closed on that day. So, but anyway, so see, you can, I don't even have to map these pictures, if I didn't want to. So, I'm not sure whether I'll line that up which way if I push it over a little bit. So you kind of want it lined up so it kind of gives it a finished look, so to speak. And then I would do the same thing, line this up on this side. One there, one there. So, and then if you, like I said, you get your kits from me or whatever, and I'll be sending you one like this. And that's going to be cute over here. It's a little bunny. Got the little shaker card, a couple little stickers. I'll put that over there and stuff. But I didn't get a chance to, but but they can, you've got some other stickers here. You got some ways to make a darker row of grass here at the bottom. If you don't want to use Easter, you can say hoppy time, springtime, celebrate. It's got some words here, some fruit and vegetables, some clouds, flowers. So, a good way to make it a spring page if you didn't have any Easter pictures or anything you want to do like that. So anyway, I really like that one of me and Fred there. Better than that one. This one's a bad picture, and I don't know that Rachel got a better picture at all. It was not the best. The sun was shining, and we wanted to get the name of the restaurant. And but Fred thought he had a couple pictures, so I haven't checked all of our possibilities yet. And this one looks almost like this one. And I've kind of got that one there. So that's what I should do. Let's do those. Let that one be my one from church and get the one of them from church. So now, if I wanted to do the same sketch on another piece of paper, different kind, what I would do is I'd first cut me 2 half-inch strips, off of something that was going to match. Then I would find where I had a side that looked like a designer, where you like both sides of the paper or something, and probably use something that's got, because these are very tonal, they're not real bright. This one has got your bright grass. This has got your clouds, even though this is kind of muted and things. So you get things that are general like that. And that way, then your banners are not clashing with patterns or whatever. So do y'all like this one today? Put me a note in the comments.
Super cute.
And so I thought it turned out really good. Really cute. I can't wait to finish it. I want to finish it all the way if I can. Then I will, when I post my video, I'll put my finished one in with the video as a finished page on it. So, and I didn't get a chance to pull something else, and I just don't know what else to pull. And I've got some pieces of that would work quickly. So Mike could the birds and blossom. I don't know. I didn't lay it out. But I don't know. It's about the end of this pack anyway, so it probably doesn't matter what I want to pick. But normally you could take 3 pieces of paper and make your 2-page spread. And I don't really have 2 of anything in this. That stripe, that'd be a good one to go across the top, wouldn't it? Got a good little stripe there.
Yep.
That could go with it, either one of these, because these would be good banners. The butterfly would be a good banner, and with the orange and the flowers even at the bottom, greens. So I wouldn't want to use all these papers, but I haven't used them for something else. And so therefore then I could take and decide which 4-inch strip I wanted to cut out for my mats, which other 4-inch strip I'd want to cut out for 3 of the, for some of the banners and things. And if I was going to use directional, like the tulips, I don't want them going sideways. I'd want them going up and down. So I'd need to think this one through a little bit. But I do think I've got some collars here that would work well with doing another pattern similar to this, and yet using some other papers that I have. So I will probably do that before I post the video. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. And like I say, I'm Connie Skaggs from Charleston, Ladson, South Carolina, right outside of Charleston. You can find me on the Creative Memories website. And at any time that you wanted to just contact me, you can contact me through my YouTube channel, send me a message. And no, I really appreciate it. Appreciate you watching today, and all the ones that have been part of the kits. These kits are coming out every month. They are $5.50 for the kit, and that gives you a large sheet of stickers and the 3 pieces of paper, enough to make your 2 pages, and there's always leftover. So maybe not in the paper, because if you make it just like the sketch, but like Rebecca said, she had only done the 1 page, so she's got another page and parts of something left that she'll be able to do it for something else or another spring page. So I think that's really always kind of neat that, use it the way you want to use it. And but it's really a fast way for you to be able to finish an album in a year, because every page or every kit, they are planning 12 kits throughout the year. And everyone that does a 2-page spread, that ends up being your 12 pages or 24 actual pages, but 12 front and backs, so to speak. And so that's just a good plan. So I hope that you enjoyed this evening, and we will see you again soon. So I'm going to stop recording. Thank you.